Hey y'all, today I'm going to be working on some scrap projects from scrap fabrics. Who doesn't have scrap fabrics, right? If you're a sewer, you got scraps everywhere. Y'all may hear my husband, he's mowing, and I promise he's trying to get closer to the house. Sorry about that. It's just he don't get off very often, and when he does, he has to do the honeydews, you know? So anyways, I'm going to be making me some hair scrunchies, and mine are, you might not have seen this type before. I have very thin hair, so nothing holds in my hair. These are tried and true, and I love them. My daughter loves them, and my granddaughter also wears them, but hers are, she's got very, very thick hair, so they fit in hers perfect. But anyway, we got that to do, and I have a couple other little projects. One I need to do for me, and one I needed to do for my grandchildren. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, I bought these two junior composition notebooks from Walmart because I wanted to make my little something. They love to draw, but they always lose their pens and stuff like that. So I bought these two and made this one. Now what I'm going to show you how to do is make this pen holder doodad thing, okay? So I already measured my stuff out, but what you're going to do is, no matter what notebook you do, okay, let me show you. I did a big one for me because I lose my pens too, but I did a big one for me, okay? So let me just show you how easy this is. You take the notebook, whatever notebook you have, and you put it on your fabric, and you measure the length of your notebook, which I already cut this one because I pre-cut my fabric already. So you just cut it the length of your notebook, whatever notebook you have, okay? And I have that right here. So you need a piece of elastic. This is just fold over elastic, and that's just because I used to make headbands, and that's what I have. Any elastic will work, but you need it the size of your thing here. And then what you're gonna do is, let me turn this bad boy around. You're gonna need the length of your notebook by 1.5 inches wide. 2 of them. Now you want this one. This will be what your pen goes in, okay? And this is how I determine this, just me. I put my pen down, and it's going to be about right there. This is going to give me room to sew. So what mine end up being is about almost, it's over half of my fabric, okay? Now this doesn't have to be perfect. That's why I love this project so much, but you do have to do these steps in order, okay? So you have your fabric, you have your pocket, and this is just folded in half, okay? One long piece, folded and ironed in half, measured by my pen, okay? So you want this one face up, this one on there, doesn't matter. Then you're going to take your elastic and you're going to put it face down. If you have a, this is my face down. So if it's that way, you put it face down. Mine is not exactly the same, so I'm going to have to stretch mine, okay? And then you place this face down on top of all this. So what I'm going to do is, since my elastic is a little short, I'm going to pull it, and I'm going to put a pin in it right here. That's going to hold that elastic, okay? Then I'm going to go to this end, and I am going to pull my elastic to get it in my end down here, okay? That's just because mine is a little short, and I'll tell you why. It's because I sewed this one, and when I flipped it, it didn't come out right. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I just cut my elastic out of the one I done. Accidents happen, people. Accidents happen. So I'm going to put a little pin right in the middle, and this is just going to hold my elastic. Now what you want to do is, you want to sew as close to this as you can, okay? So I'm going to run my needle all the way over, and I'm going to run my fabric right along. So let me show you what I'm talking about in case you don't know my sewing techniques. I'm going to put my needle all the way over to this side, and I'm going to run my fabric right along. Keep it straight with this edge right here, and that's going to ensure that I get it. Now when you do this, you want to make sure that you leave an opening. You don't want to leave an opening where this is. That's why you don't want it too tall. So I'm going to leave a little opening right here. Now it's not going to be much, but it will be enough for me to turn it. Now if you make this a little shorter, you have more leeway, but it depends on your pen. The easiest way to get this flipped inside out is to pull this one until you get your fabric inside out. So use your elastic to pull and flip that inside out, okay? And then you can poke your corners out. And there's your opening right there. Don't forget to poke those corners out. Like I said, use your elastic to turn it. It's the easiest way to get it flipped inside out the right way. Okay, I made this because I feel bad because I didn't exactly show you, and if it was me trying to learn, I'd be a little agitated, okay? So I'm going to show you what I done. So this is what you have. You have your opening here. You go in, whether you have to have tweezers. I had to have tweezers to get mine. Pull your elastic out of your hole, okay? Pull your elastic out. Now once you have it out, you just pull your elastic. And when you're pulling your elastic, make sure you pull this down. You can use tweezers or whatever. Sometimes I've used pliers because I didn't have tweezers. But you're just trying to get your elastic through, okay? And this is going to flip your whole design, all right? And this is going to be how you turn it. There it went. See that? Now your pencil top and then your elastic, okay? So that's what I done. Basically run your elastic through your little holy moly, through your whole thing, whatever. Run it through the whole thing. Okay, now that we got that done, there's my top stitch on there. Let me clip my uglies. I always call these uglies because it's unsightly to have strings left on your project. Sorry about my dog. Somebody must be, it might be my husband, might be my kids, I don't know. But anyway, to sew this top stitch, I did flip this up. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, it was my husband bringing me my McDonald's. Anyways, I flipped this up, okay? And then move this out of the way to start top stitching, and you top stitch as close to the edge as you possibly can. I just pull it up, and then when you're done, you have it. You just take this, slip it. Ugh, these things are slick. Slip it over your book. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna pull it, but it doesn't. It won't do it. It won't pull. And then slide your pen in. There you go. These are so cute and handy. My daughter wants one for hers after she saw these, but that's his and that's hers. So that's project number 1 done. Now I'm gonna go eat my McDonald's. I'll be right back. Y'all may hear my husband mowing now because when he got home, that's what he's gonna do. But y'all, that was so good. I felt like a hog at a slop trough, y'all. I was starving to death. I'm not even kidding. Oh, what did I eat? Oh, you want to know? Oh, it was just a McDonald's fish sandwich with extra tartar, and I was happy camper, buddy. I was a happy camper. It was wonderful. Now my breath stank. Y'all better thank the Lord that y'all can't smell it. But anyways, let's go. Okay, enough chit-chatting. I got my 4x4 squares. Okay, I'm going to be making a fabric bookmark because I need one for a book that I'm reading, devotional. So I've got 2. It's going to be the bookmark. 1 is going to be the half do hanky thing. And then you need 2 pieces of interfacing. These are just scrap featherweight interfacing I had. But you want to cut 1 in half. Okay, at corner to corner. So I'm just going to cut it and Then I'll have this one for another bookmark if I want to make one. I don't know. So what you want to do is, good night a lie, when you have scraps, you have strings. Y'all know that? You want to do one of your squares here, okay? Make sure you do it on the inside, not the pretty side, the ugly side, if you have an ugly side. Now you can cut this a little smaller. Mine is hanging off. You do not want it hanging off, because if it's hanging off, it's going to stick to whatever you're ironing it to, okay? Which would be my ironing board surface, so I don't want that. Then you're going to take this one and you're going to put it, make sure the rough side is down. The slick side is what you want to iron on, because the rough side is your glue, okay? Why did that not match up? I just have no idea, but it'll work. Now iron these to these, okay? Okay, so after you got them ironed, iron this one in half. And I did use my 2 before. It gave me a good crisp edge. I don't know why that does that, but it's like a, good Lord, I don't remember what you call them. Ham, maybe? I don't know, but it's a wood one. But anyway, it works wonders when you want a flat seam. It's flatter than a flitter. Okay, so anyways, take your raw edges, put it on top of your pretty side of your square. Now take your other pretty side that has interfacing and put that down. I don't know what way I gotta go here. It don't matter, I don't guess. There's a rose there, so I'll put a rose there. Now, you want to sew. I don't want this to move. You can clip it or pin it. I just have pins in my hand, or on my arm actually. I have pins with me. So you want to make sure you leave a good inch opening, you know, but don't do it on the 3 seam, do it on a 2. So I'd probably do it right here. Either one, don't matter. And just do an eighth of a, you know, eighth inch seam. Y'all, I'm stressed out. It must have been the fish sandwich. I'll be right back. I've got my stitch. I don't know if you can see it, but I got my stitch on there, and I'm going to clip my corners carefully without clipping my stitches, okay? Now I am going to find my hole, and I'm going to flip this inside out. All you gotta do is turn it, and then we just do a lovely top stitch all the way around after we press it. Okay, now just gonna fold that in, make sure it's in. If you have to, you can use your tools to poke it in and iron that down, and then just top stitch all the way around the square. Not this, but just all the way around the square. There's my top stitching. Okay, now all you got to do is take your book. Say I'm reading in the middle, which I'm not, but just say I was. I just want to keep my place. Just slide that right over and shut your book. That is so darling. I love these. I love it. Okay, now for the next one. This is the last one, okay? But this is, I don't know. I was going to do it as a recycling, but I'm just going to do it as a scrap. You can do it with scrap fabrics if you have them. I don't. I like mine long. This is a hair scrunchie, okay? I love these oversized hair scrunchies for my thin hair. And my granddaughter can wear them too. My daughter loves them. So I'm just using a t-shirt that does not fit me anymore. And I'm just going to cut it off. Now I want my scrunchie. I wrote my scrunchie sizes down. I want this 4.5 inches wide. Okay, so I'm going to go down here. I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to go 4.5 inches wide. This is just what I like. You can find all kinds of scrunchie tutorials. I have tried all of the scrunchie tutorials, and I can't. They slide out of my hair. they don't hold, and I can't stand them. They give me headaches. They're either too tight. This one is just, I don't know, it's perfect. I found this and it's perfect. Now, 4.5 by 36 long, which half folded would be 27. This don't go exactly 27, but it's going to be fine. Now I am going to clip one end. I'm also not doing the burrito method because I can't. I just don't like it with the way I'm doing this. So one end I'm going to take and I am going to fold in. Okay, and I'm going to iron that. After I iron that, I'm going to fold this and I'm going to sew all the way down the side, the whole length. But I'm only going to do one like this. There's my stitches. I did those in white. I just stitched that down like that. It's going to be easier for doing what I do in the end. And now you just have to flip it. Now whatever means you have to flip it, flip it. I'm going to take my safety pin and I'm going to poke it in and I'm going to run it down and I'm going to turn my my little tube here. Just turning my tube, okay? You can get a tube turner. This is just easy. This is easy. Everybody has safety pins. If not, you can go anywhere to get them. Everybody has t-shirts. If not, thrift stores, clearance, your old shirts. You can use any fabric, polyester, cotton. It doesn't matter. I prefer the t-shirt fabric. I don't know why. It feels better in my hair and it holds better in my hair. Okay? But my elastic is not a ponytail holder. It is not ponytail holder elastic. It's regular elastic. I prefer 3/8 woven. Now this stuff's thick, but I'm telling you, it makes the best scrunchies. And I like 8 inches of 3/4 elastic, okay? That's just me. So I'm gonna take my elastic and I'm going to run it through. I'm just using this as opposed to the safety pin because it's longer and it's faster. Make sure when you get it through here and you're at the end like this right here, pin or clip. I like to pull it over and clip it. That way I know it doesn't come through. And then I finish stringing it through my tube. Make sure you don't turn your tube inside out again. I've done that before. Because this is a short piece of elastic and all of this fabric here. So when you get it out of here, okay, hold on to it when you let this go because it'll fly through here. Pull this one. Now go around and get this one. Alright, now it's centered. Now I will take this and I will put a pin right here. And this is going to hold it. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to zigzag. And I'm going to pull this out when I zigzag. But I'm just going to zigzag back and forth to catch this elastic, okay? My elastic is sewn really well. Now I'm going to take this end, leaving it scrunched as much as possible, and I'm going to shove the unfolded end into this end, okay? Just like that right there. And now, this doesn't matter if it's flat. It really doesn't. What matters is that you catch this side and this side. When you sew a straight line right through here, Make sure you catch both sides, okay? That's why I folded in quite a bit, so I know that even if I am over a little bit, I'm going to catch it, okay? So I'm going to go sew my line through here. Mine is sewn, both sides caught. Make sure you clip off your uglies. And there you go. It will give over time a little bit, but man, these are my favorite oversized scrunchies. So here are my little projects. There's all my scrunchies I've made. I absolutely love these things. Make sure when you do it though, you use the same color, you know, coordinating thread or whatever. And then there's the little bookmarks for my grandbabies, or pen holders, my bad. Pen holders for my grandbabies. I'm one step ahead. There's the bookmark. And I got it on the outside of the book, but ain't they just the cutest little things and functional? I guarantee you, you're going to want some of these scrunchies. I promise. Thank you for watching. Until next time, you are a blessing. Goodbye.